1972, and now we are waiting for an interview at the Immigration Service for this gentleman. A few years ago, we had another case like this for a lady who came here as a very young child, also before 1972. And when we filed this application and she was scheduled for an interview at the downtown office of the Immigration Service, the immigration officer didn't know what it is. He never saw such a thing. And he went to call in the supervisor.
That's something interesting.
The supervisor knew what it is, and he said to the officer and to our lawyer, wait a minute, and went out and called together all immigration officers that he could find and brought them in and said, look at this. This is a training opportunity for you.
Wow.
And then they told our lawyer, you always bring weird cases.
How interesting. So there are some cases that really come by and not even the immigration know about it anymore.
Well, it's very old. The law exists, the law is on the book.
Wow. But Attorney Golan, when you try to reconstruct, does that mean that you have to trace back all the way 1972, all the places where they lived, recommendations, references, etc., and employment records? Wow, that's a lot.
Well, sometimes I feel myself like I am a biographer, I'm writing a biography.
Well, so this is a good lesson for those who are listening, to just keep all documents that they have to prove their existence, and their continued residence or presence in the United States. What are the most important things? Of course, their entry card, what do you call it? This I-20? I-94. Is that important, Attorney Golan?
Oh, sometimes people come and show me an I-94 from 10 or 15 or 20 years ago, and I tell them, this piece of paper is gold.
Wow.
Guard it with your life.
I see. Wow. So if they lose that, Attorney Golan, there's no way it can be traced.
Well, sometimes we can get a copy from immigration. Sometimes it's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But if your passport with the entry stamp, today they don't actually give you an I-94, they just give you an entry stamp.
I see.
But this is gold, I tell those people. Guard it with your life.
So they should also keep their old passports where they have those records
Absolutely.
of entries. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And what about those tax returns? If they paid, those are important?
Well, tax returns are important, and another document that is very important, which always can be retrieved, is a Social Security report that gives you always. Social Security Administration is very kind, very helpful. They will always provide you a report with all your contributions and deductions from the day you started working. Okay, so if you lose that, you can always get a new one.
Right. By the way, how long does the Immigration Service keep the records or the files of each individual that applies?
Forever.
Is that right? They have it in the morgue. Wow.
Well, I don't know where they have it, but it is kept forever.
Is incredible. So that means that when they have to really study and review a case, they go back to all those documents just to make sure everything is consistent.
Right. If you came here as a visitor and then applied for a student visa and then changed it to a H1 visa and then did a marriage case that failed and then finally had an employer file a labor certification for you, when you finally get for the interview, all this will be on the desk of the supervisor, of the immigration officer. And with God's grace, you get a green card, and
Yes.
5 years later you apply for citizenship. Again, all this will be on the desk of the immigration office.
And of course, if some people, did not indicate the correct answer and they skip that, the immigration, they're able to get a green card and go to naturalization process, they will somehow get to that in the future.
Usually, in most cases, they will find the discrepancies.
I see.
And they will raise the questions.
Well, Attorney Golan, you've got good news, and you're so used to difficult cases. I guess when you get simple cases, doesn't really, excite anymore because you've seen so much.
We don't reject simple cases.
Okay. All cases are accepted, and you call for a consultation. That's free, and that's very valuable for consultation. It's very important to be guided. Call 213-383-3222. And again, write this address down, 3250 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1918, Los Angeles, California, 90010. Perhaps next time we'll have the latest visa bulletin, correct, Attorney Golan?
Yes, we may.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. And a message for those people who have awaited for this good news?
Well, like General MacArthur said, I shall return.
That's Thank you very much.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you. You've heard from Atty.JackGolan from POPKIN, SHAMIR, GOLAN Law Offices, and that is 3250 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1918, Los Angeles, California. The telephone number is 213-383-3222. Once again, this has been Immigration Updates on the air with AWEE ABAYARI. Thank you so much for listening. You may send us questions if you would like to, so we can consult with the immigration expert for free. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. May God bless you always.